Welcome to Learn Arabic. مرحبا بكم في تعلم العربية.
اكتب بالعربية.
Write in Arabic. Today we will learn how to write these three letters.
باء تاء ثاء.
So be, te, and the, they are written the same way. Once you get the hang of it, you can write any of these three letters easily. So we start by doing this short line, followed by a horizontal line, and then another short line. Let's do this again. A vertical short line, longer horizontal line, vertical shorter line. I'll try it again. It's not easy to write on the screen, but you know, when you use your pen and paper, it's gonna look prettier than this. So this short line, longer line, the other short line, longer line. You can get fancy and do it this way or that way. You can make it curvy like that, okay? So this is the basic shape of these three letters. Now let's give it some personality, some character. So the ba is written this way and it has a dot underneath. The te, it's written this way and it has two dots on top. The the is written the same way and it has three dots on top. So this is practically what makes them different from each other when they are written, these dots. And so even when before the Arabic writing developed in earlier times, they used to write these three letters without these dots. And so it was confusing. It depended on the usage of those words and the context and all that. So the grammarians later on in history, they decided to add those dots to make it easier for people to tell these three letters from each other. So be, again, with a dot, te with two dots, or you can link the two dots together and make it like a short line on top of the te instead of the two dots. And then the the, you do the same with the dots and you link the three dots like that. Instead of writing the three dots, you just write, you just link them and make this open triangle on top of the te. So let's give it one more try because we will also see how we can link them or attach, join them to other letters in the same word. So be, te, and write with me, the. Now, write the three letters one more time while linking these dots. So let's start with the be and write with me, be. Now, the be, we cannot change the dot. It's just one dot, so we're not going to change the shape of that. Te, we're going to link the two dots. And then the, we're just going to make another linking the three dots together to make this like two sides of a triangle or something. Now, is it different to write, to how we write those letters inside the word? Yes, because as you know, they are written, they join other letters. So let's try with the be. And let's imagine that this be is the first letter of a word and it has other letters linked to it. And by the way, when I say be, it's going to be the same way that te or the are written. So let's start with be alif. Now you see what happened is that this is ب plus ألف. And what happened is that we linked both letters together. The ب joins all letters from the left side and from the right side, but we're just doing the right side. And as you see, what happens is that the ب to be joined to the next letter, it loses its other side. You see, it used to be like that with two sides, as you see on top, but now it loses this one side to the left to be able to join to the next letter, which in that case is ب ألف, like that, ب ألف. So let's see if we have a word like that. حبة, ha, plus ب plus ألف. Now, this ha, I'm just going to show you how it's written at the beginning of the word, but let's focus on the ب now, for now. So the ha, to be linked, it's going to have a different shape like that, but doesn't matter now. Let's see how the ب will link to the ha. Now the ب is going to link like that. So there's a letter on the right side of the ب. The ب is going to keep its this part, this right side. So the ب is going to keep its right side, this small tooth here, and then it's going to have its usual horizontal line with the dot and everything, and then it's going to link to ألف. حبة. Let's see how the ب is written at the end of the word, and let's include one of the other letters that are written similarly to ب, like the ت. And let's try to write this word. را plus ت plus ب. Now you see these two letters, ت and ب, they are written the same way except for the dots, as you remember. So we're now going to see how the ت is going to look inside the word. And by ت, I mean it's going to look like a ب. I mean it's going to be written just like the ب or the th. So all three of them, they follow the same rules in writing. Except, of course, you know, they sound differently. So let's write را. Ra doesn't join any letter that comes next to it. So it's going to keep its shape like that if the letter is on its left side. So Ra is not going to change. The Ta, as usual, you remember, we're going to keep its short vertical line, and then we're going to write its longer horizontal line. And of course, the two dots. And then because it's going to link to the next letter, in that case, the next letter is the last one and it's a ب, so it's going to keep its full shape. رتب, 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 رتب. I'll try to make it look prettier here. Okay, so ra, te, that linked to the next ب, and usually the last letter keep its full form. So the ب is going to keep its full form. Let's see one more example using the th. Let's write th alif. So th plus alif. Try to do it before me, or stop the video here and write it down, and then see how I'm going to write it. Okay, so let's see. Th or th. So here, th, we just write the first side, that side, I mean the short side of the th, followed by the longer horizontal line, and then the next letter comes in contact with the th. Let's try and link more words with be, te, and the. And let's link this word, be, te, alif, ha, bitah. This is a name from in ancient Egypt, bitah. So we're gonna start with the be, and it's gonna have a short side, followed by the longer line and the dot. Next, the te, the same way. It's gonna have its short side, followed by the longer line and the two dots. And then we're gonna add the alif. And the last one to go is ha. Why ha keeps its shape? First of all, it's the last letter, and because alif doesn't join the next letter. Alif only joins the letter before it if the letter before it joins the next letter to it. So since te joins with the letters that come before it on its right side, as well as the letters that come on its left side, it's gonna join the alif. But the alif is not gonna join the ha. Okay, so let's try this one more time. Bitah, be, te, alif, ha. Be, te, alif, ha. And don't forget the. So let's try it here one more time. Be, te, alif, be, te. We can link the two dots, and then ha. Bitah. Okay. So we have these letters, alif, be, te, the. Now we want to link the be to, the be is at the beginning of the word. It's going to look like that. In the middle of the word, it's going to look like that. At the end of the word, it's going to look like that. So it loses its left side when it joins another letter on its left side. Let's do the same with the te. Te at the beginning, te in the middle, and te at the end. It's written fully when it comes at the end. The, the same way. The and the. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, let's do one more practice. Let's join alif, hamza to be. To make the word up. Write it down and then see how I will write it. So it's going to be Alif, Hamza, Ba, like that. They join together because Alif doesn't join to the next letter, to the letter that is on its left side, and the Ba is going to be on its own as well. So it's going to keep its full shape. And remember that Arabic is written from right to left. Let's do one more word. Ba and Ta. Yes. Batta. Ba and Ta. Let's see one more word. Ba and Tha. Batha, to broadcast. Yes, it's written like that. Batha. Let's write Ba Alif, Ba Alif. Can you do it on your own? When you're done, you can stop the video, and then when you're done, open it to see how it's written. Ba Alif, Ba Alif. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. Thank you, and see you next time.